And hello my fellow vault dwellers, and welcome to another Fallout 76 video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the second experience point farming circuit route that I like to do. Now, this one is here and then works its way down south, hitting areas that I know for a fact have decent amounts of enemies and small, dense areas for them. So, the first location that I like to hit is the Thunder Mountain Power Plant. Now, when you first get to the power plant, if you come up on this overpass, which is much easier to get to, very often a hermit crab, as you see right here, will spawn up on top. So I usually start with him. I usually start with the hermit crab, and then I will work my way down. Because as you can see, the hermit crab is 450 XP. That's more than the super mutant behemoth. That's more than the level 95 glowing behemoth gives in XP. So I usually start with him, and then I work my way down over here. Now there's usually ghouls or scorched here. If you need ballistic fiber, this is a great place to go. Looks like somebody might have already come in and cleaned it up. We'll check. Might have been that glitch where the enemies just die because you come into the area and it's all wonky. And yeah, so that's probably what happened. But it doesn't really take too long to kill them anyway, so there's the first one. Now the second location that I go to is Crevasse Dam, which is just to the south. This is another area that has a decent, a nice condensed area with super mutants. Usually does not take very long to clear this out at all. If you need steel and lead, you can pick up the can traps. There's also power armor in the trailer over there. Alright. Looks like this one is not cleared, but it's low levels. So it looks like a low level moved through this area and spawned them. So they're not very high, unfortunately. Hopefully that's not going to be the case for all the points out here. We'll see. We're going to go ahead and clear it anyways because, hey, XP is XP. It really doesn't take that long. It doesn't take any longer to do it when they're high levels than when they're low levels. So we'll clear it out. Now, if you need the key to get into the trailer over there, it's right here on this body. And then you can just quickly run over here and jump in the trailer. Alright. And that should be the last of them. I don't know where the glowing bloatfly came from, but hey, I'll take a little bit of extra free XP. You can open the back. There's usually a rocket launcher and a power armor frame there as well. Now, the next location after I do this one is Dolly Sods. Dolly Sods is good because it usually has two Yao Guais, high-level Yao Guais. It also has a number of bugs up in the main lodge. So I'll show you those real quick if they're here. There's a rabid Yao Guai, level 56, so we're starting to creep up in level like we're supposed to. I like them because of the springs and the acid. I usually jump up on the roof to find the other Yao Guai. There are usually two. There's the other one over there. They can be a little hard to pick up sometimes because they wander. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill this. Okay, we'll grab the loot real quick. Alright. Next place I hit is this building. This is the main lodge. Usually this will have blood bugs and flies and things like that in it. Another good source of acid. Sometimes you'll have ghouls or dogs. I've never seen dogs in here. That's a first for me. But I'll take it. So we'll quickly blow through here, kill them off for the extra XP. They're still almost 100 XP apiece, so not great, but not terrible. Alright. And then there's one other location I hit while I'm here, and that is the actual workshop area. The reason I go to the workshop area is there are a wide amount of enemies that can spawn over here. Some are worth more XP than others. When Snallygasters or Yao Guai spawn here, it's great. You can get some easy XP. And what you're looking for are the camps. The different campgrounds will be where the enemies spawn here. Looks like it's glowing rad toads this time. Still worth 80 XP a pop. They're not hard to kill. Alright, once you get to this camp, you're done with this area. Next location that I like is Dire Chemical. Now be careful when you get to Dire Chemical. Dire Chemical, if you are high level, can have the sentry bots. It can have the brain bots. It can have the Colonel Gutsies that have the anti-aircraft sidearms for some reason that just wreck everything. Now when you get here, the first thing that I do is I drop down in the water here. There's always a couple of gulpers that are spawned right here. They're worth a decent chunk of XP, and they're not too terribly difficult to kill. There's the other one. There are some low levels in the area, so that's probably why they're spawning so low. Usually those will spawn in the 40s and 50s. Once you've killed them, you just quickly run back over here, and then we'll head inside. Now when you come in here, usually you want to take one building at a time and just work through it. I like to start high and work my way down low. Works better for me. Okay. And just peek out the back door. Sometimes there's bots out here. Like right there. This one's a legendary 2-star. I don't know what it is, but I'll take it just so that it doesn't go boom on me. There's other players here. Alright. We're going to go ahead and just keep exploring, but we're going to go across the street to the other building. They're probably here for a quest or something, and that's fine. We're going to keep murdering robots. Alright, now if you go out on the back, a lot of times these walkways over here will have robots. There's one right up there. They're already dead though. Someone's already cleared that portion of it. That portion's probably clear. Alright, so normally there are quite a few more robots than this, and they are considerably more dangerous. There is also a sentry bot that will patrol through here if you are a high enough level to spawn him. Oh, here's some robots. This is usually one of the more dense areas. The robots give great XP. Some of them are a little more dangerous than others, but they're still not terribly difficult. There's nothing in this game when you get high enough that's terribly difficult, and it all comes down to speed. Robots die just as quick as everything else for most builds, faster for some, slower for others. Alright, and then we'll just check this side building here. And there's nothing. So, next location that we go to is the abandoned waste dump, which is... nope, not that one. Right here. Now the abandoned waste dump I do because it often has a couple of death claws in it. They're decent XP, plus they're just fun to kill. I like to do it just because it's on the way. It's super easy. It's in, you kill them, it's out. You can fast travel out of there with no problem. Plus, right here in the entrance, there's usually this dead Yao Guai, which if I hadn't done this route before, I could go ahead and load up on acid. You can get acid and springs off the body a lot of times. So we'll just sprint down through here. There's between 2 and 3 death claws that will spawn in here. I have seen it spawn 3. I mostly see it have 2. This is also where the Enclave quest is, so it may already be cleared out since there was somebody in here. I don't know. Yep, looks like somebody's already killed them. Yep. Alright, so both the death claws are dead, but as you can see, it didn't take long to get in here, and it's just as fast to kill them as it was anything else, usually 1 or 2 shots. Next location that I hit is Harper's Ferry, which is further south. Harper's Ferry has a very large number of enemies, and they're spread out over a decently sized area, so this one is good XP, but you need as much speed as you can get. Marsupial with Speed Demon and Stranger in Numbers definitely helps quite a bit, especially if you've got somebody that can share squad maneuvers with you for the extra 20%. Alright, looks like it's low levels again. Really wish I had jumped to a server that had higher level players on it so that I could give a fantastic overview of the XP you're getting. This still isn't bad, but it's not as good as it usually is. So if you're looking for the plans, you can check all of these containers, like right here. I just got the marine wetsuit, easy peasy. I usually jump up over here and get this group of enemies. There's another one. There he is. I get that group of enemies. Then I will head down over here, down this street. Oops. There's usually enemies down here as well. You can see them right there. That's alright. Now we're starting to get the higher level Scorched, which is nice. Then you keep making your way up and around over here. And we'll have more in this building. And then there's more across the way. If this guy would get out of the doorway so I could go do it. Okay. Oh, hello. You guys scared me. I was wondering where you were. So then you get those ones. Now if this door isn't open, you can jump over it if you've got Marsupial, which is why I recommend that you have it. It gives you access to areas like these guys. Normally you'd have to run around or shoot them with a ranged weapon. I can just jump up and start pounding them in the face, which is great. Mobility is a great thing to have in this game. There's some enemies in this building, so we'll go in and take care of them. What mod is that? Ultrasight Gatling. Okay. Super mutants, which are good. I like super mutants. Alright. So that's the end of that. Then we usually come up here. Start clearing these out. Ooh. Glitchy. Laggy. Alright, so that's clear. Now when you get up here, there's a lot of turrets, and be careful because these turrets can have explosive and flame rounds, which can just decimate you. So I do recommend that you be careful until you're sure what kind of turrets they are. If you need to, sneak up on them one at a time and hit them while jumping. They have a hard time targeting up over the tops of themselves. You can line of sight them and then jump and punch and then fall back behind cover, usually pretty easily. Then we come in here. Oh, we got super mutants again. That's great. Had super mutants. That was great. Now we head outside. Now the last bit that you want to hit is usually over here. Oh, did I pass one? I did. Stop it. Alright. Now there's some more enemies over here. We'll kill them real quick, and then this portion will be done, and then we'll go on to the next. Where am I getting shot? Right there. And as you can see, we just gained another level. Blam. Alright, after we do Harper's Ferry, Valley Galleria is next. Now Valley Galleria, if it has an outside spawn, is really, really good. If it doesn't, then it's still okay, but then you have to go inside. So when you come here, always check over here to the right. Super mutants can spawn over here. Deathclaws can spawn over here. There's some other mobs that can spawn over here. Always check it just in case. And then what you're going to do is you're going to first head over here to the diner. There's usually at least one or two Scorched in here. There's one this time. Then you'll head out here. You're going to come to the center of the parking lot. There's usually one Scorched over here somewhere. Right there. Oh, there's two. Alright. So we'll get them. Now, the next area that you're going to want to go is inside Valley Galleria. There's quite a few Scorched in here. You can quickly blow through here. There's not really a whole lot in here of interest. There is a quest that'll bring you here later on if you need it, but I usually just turn my light on and just run around until they start pinging, and then I start killing. Now if you've got a gun and you want to shoot, that's great. It'll wake them up, it'll pull them out to you a lot faster. A lot less hide and seek, a lot more just killing everything that comes after you. I don't bother, I just kill what I find. I find that once I get them all riled up, usually they'll come after me enough that it's not even an issue. There's a lot of little side areas that you can do that have them, and that will spawn more of them. Usually I just do a quick sweep. I'm not looting for anything. I'm literally just trying to get the attention of any scorched in the area by sprinting through. Your pitter-patter of your little feet will grab their attention and make them want to smack you in the face. Apparently they don't like children either. Alright, so we can check this one. This one doesn't have anything. Alright. We're almost done. I usually don't go too much further than what I've done already. I'll usually finish out this circuit up top, which I just did. And I drop down here just to see if there's any enemies. There's some over there, so we'll go kill them real quick. VATS is your friend when you're doing this because it'll allow you to quickly find them in the dark at a distance without really having to put a whole lot of thought into it. Makes it much easier. And then, like I said, the pitter-patter of your little feet will drag a lot of them out where they want to get a piece of the action. As you can see, there's one up there now. So running through probably grabbed his attention and he came up to investigate. Or it's a respawn, because that's a lot of them. I don't think I dragged that many behind me. So this must be a respawn. There must be somebody either in the building or outside that came in and caused them to respawn. Which is fine. It works. But after that, I'm usually done. So the next... Oh, somebody hit me. Hello. Oh, look at that. Another respawn. This is why I like this area, because these respawns happen fairly often. And it's a nice, dense chunk of XP to get. Still not as good as Super Mutants or the robots, but hey, I'll take it. Now, the next location... Every time I say that, more of them spawn. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe I just need to record a video and just keep saying, and now, here's something we know you'll really like. Okay, are they done spawning? I'm wondering if it's people jumping in at Harper's Ferry looking for plans that's causing this. I don't know. Alright, let's try this again. Next location that we want to go to is the General Steakhouse. So the General Steakhouse is going to be down here. It's right here, actually. Now, the General Steakhouse is another location that has quite a few super mutants in it. This is another good one where having marsupial and coming inside from the top down works really well. A lot of times they'll be running from the bottom to come up after you, so you take a lot less damage. You'll see what I mean. Oh, hello, Graham. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this part out. And we're back. Sorry about that, guys. I picked up Graham and wanted to make sure my buddy had a shot at it, so I'll go ahead and edit most of that out. But yeah, part of the reason I like to do this route too is Graham does wander up and down this road. I find him quite often doing this this route. Now, when you get to the General Steakhouse, you're definitely going to want to go ahead and just jump up on the edge here. You're going to want to start on the top and then work your way down in. I prefer to do it this way just because it's harder for them to shoot up at me than it is to shoot down at me. Plus, there's only one way up, so if they funnel up after you, it's much easier to just keep killing them over and over again doing that one route than it is for them to shoot you through multiple holes in the ceiling down at you that you may not even be aware are there. So we're going to go ahead and keep killing. We're going to clear this out real quick. Okay. Ooh, a legendary 3-star. Let's see what he had. 3-star 50-piece chest, and it's crap. Absolute garbage. Thanks for nothing. But we'll keep moving. But yeah, that's another reason I like doing this, is very often I will find that there are multiple legendaries at this location, which is nice. Like the extra chance at loot. Can't believe that's all the super mutants that were here. Normally there are more. Aha, I was right. don't know why they were down there, but yeah. Still feels like there should be more, and there's one. Interesting lighting glitch. Don't know what's going on with that. Ah, the sunlight's so bright that it was just burning through the concrete, apparently. Alright, so we're just going to call that one done because they're spawning weird, and I don't want to mess with it. Robco Research is the next location that I do, which is to the east. This one can have robots or super mutants spawn. Neither one are particularly dangerous except for the Colonel Gutsies. Watch out for them. The Colonel and Major Gutsies with their instant gib anti-aircraft pistols. Sometimes there's ghouls outside. Those aren't really a threat, so not really anything to worry about. I don't normally do a full clear of the outside unless it's super mutants, because the super mutants will often spawn legendary versions of themselves out here. There's also an event out here called AWOL. I think it's AWOL Munitions. If you ever get the chance to do that one and you're looking to farm legendaries, do it. It very often spawns legendary Mr. Gutsies, which often spawn as 2 and 3 stars. So, pretty good chance to get some decent loot. Now, when you come in here, you're probably not going to do a full clear of the whole area because this place is confusing as hell. And apparently we got ghouls inside, which I've never seen before. I haven't seen ghouls inside, I've seen them outside. Which, this could actually be more interesting and more entertaining then, because ghouls come to you. They don't mess around. They'll just sprint at you so that you can smack them in and about the face. But that works for me. I don't like having to go looking for enemies. I like it when they find me. So, usually I will go down to the bottom floor. I'll make a big sweep. Oh, there's robots and ghouls in here. That's new. I have never seen that before. I've never seen them share an enemy type in this building before. Neat, but okay. So we're going to go ahead and just keep clearing. As you can see, I'm just making a big loop along all the offices. A lot of times there'll be some enemies inside. And then every time I go out into the main room, I just kind of take a look around to see if there's any enemies that are clued into what I'm doing and upset and ready to get killed. Then I will go up to the second floor, and I'm going to do the same thing again. Oh, there's an Assaultron Dominator. That's the boss for this one. Nothing really, so we can keep moving. There's a Mr. Gutsy. Colonel Gutsy. The dangerous one. And I thought I saw one upstairs as well. Did I? Yes, I did. Ooh, there's a couple of them. As you can see, 146 XP a pop. Totally worth doing. And then, again, we're just making a quick loop just to try and pull anything with the pitter-patter of our feet. Make it easier to kill. Make it easier to pull. I can hear that there's another one over here somewhere. I'm not sure where he's at. I hear him. I hear a Protectron too. Where are they? See, this is why I say I don't normally do a full clear in here, because it's really hard to do a full clear in here. Because these enemies, sometimes they'll be in places and you never find them. I don't know if it's a glitch or what. I don't know if they're spawning somewhere and I'm just not finding them. But you could spend way more time than you need to or should in here looking for these isolated enemies and not finding them. Alright, so I'm just going to run out. I did a mostly full clear of this area fairly quick. Got some more XP. And then the last location for this XP circuit is going to be the Ranger office. So let me load out. And the Ranger office is right here. Now I do the Ranger office just because it's usually got like 5 to 8 enemies in a very small radius of each other. Plus I usually come here to farm chainsaws and then ship them over to other characters to store, so that when I am ready to level another character, I can overpower or over-repair a chainsaw, and they can use that as a extremely fast leveling weapon from 20 all the way to 50. If you're not aware, the over-repaired chainsaw absolutely decimates stuff low level up to mid level. Still does really good damage high level as well, but it's a great leveling weapon because you can use it at 20 and it's powerful all the way up through. You don't need perks to increase its damage other than Weapon Artisan, so if you've got a friend who's got that, they can over-repair them all for you really quickly, and then you've got a foolproof, perk-proof build or a weapon that can carry you through until you get into the complete build that allows you to do damage with whatever else you're doing. So that's the end of this second XP circuit. I do have 2 other circuits that I do as well, so go ahead and stay tuned. I'm sure I'll have those up within the next day or so for you. But if you found this video helpful, please go ahead and smash that thumbs up button for me and subscribe to the channel, as I am putting up 2, count them 2, I'm only a grunt, so that's as high as I can count, videos every single day. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or suggestions for future content, go ahead and leave it in that comment box down below for me, as I do read and respond to every comment that I get. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out in the waste, guys.